If you saw Atomic Blonde, you remember the hallway scene. It's all done in one take and ends with Charlize Theron jumping out a window. Except in some of the scene, it wasn't really her, it was a stunt double. The name you don't know is Sam Hargrave. He was the movie's stunt coordinator and was instrumental in crafting what was by far the movie's most memorable scene. And though he helped construct one of the most talked about scenes in cinema this year, there's no way for him to get awarded film's top honor. Despite their efforts to change this, stunt people still don't have an Oscar category.
I've heard every single decision as to why they don't want us in there, but none of them make any sense. And the public wants us in there. Our peers want us in there.
Stunt people are some of the most vital crew members behind the scenes of any movie. Stunt performers pull off the riskiest and often most memorable scenes of any given movie. The stunt coordinator, meanwhile, works closely with the director and intricately plots out how stunt sequences, and thus all of a movie's action, will look.
We create the roller coaster ride.
There have only been 2 occasions when stunt people are honored by the Academy. The first time was in 1967, when Yakima Canutt received an honorary award for his contributions to the stunt world, such as his legendary work on 1959's Ben-Hur. The second time was in 2012, when Hal Needham received a Lifetime Achievement Award for stunt work on movies like Smokey and the Bandit. Action movies have actually had a surprisingly strong presence during award season in recent years. So the lack of a consistent stunt coordinator Oscar award doesn't make a lot of sense when you think of the movies that stunt people could have gotten nominated for. This is Jay Lynch. He's a stuntman living out in Los Angeles.
How about performance? Every single scene in that movie showed performance of stunt performers. Not one single stunt performer got recognized for any stunts. Not one stunt coordinator got recognized for any of his work.
The stunt community has spent years fighting back. This is Jack Gill. He's a veteran stunt coordinator who worked on the Fast and Furious movies, and he's been leading the charge to get stunt coordinators their rightful place at the Oscars for nearly 3 decades now. Gill thinks the Academy looks down on action movies. He's heard the argument from Academy members that there's already too many awards shown during the live broadcast, but he's not even asking for it to be shown on TV.
Right now, I'm not making any progress in trying to get in the televised events. I'm trying to just get us non-televised in some hotel somewhere, maybe on the red carpet, our own red carpet, just to say we won our own Oscar and we're among our peers somewhere in there.
For the time being, they are focusing on getting a category for stunt coordinators. Gill hopes a stunt category would be given a name that truly describes what a stunt coordinator does: Best Action Designer. There have been hints of progress along the way. Up until relatively recently, no one from the stunt community was even part of the Academy, the group of Hollywood folks that decides which films to nominate for Oscars and who gets what award. It was 1992 when people from the stunt community were officially allowed into that voting body. And that was all thanks to Jack Gill. He campaigned to get stunt coordinators and stunt people a foot in the door in the Academy. The Academy is made up of branches. For example, there are branches for cinematographers, costume designers, and writers, and a corresponding award for nearly all of those branches. Right now, all the stunt people are in the uncategorized group called Members at Large. There are 49 of them. Gill's plan to eventually get the Academy to recognize a branch for stunt coordinators, with an award following shortly thereafter. But that's not necessarily guaranteed to work. While most branches of the Academy have a connected awards category, not every single one does. For example, casting directors, the smallest branch in the Academy with 116 members, has no award. In a statement, an Academy spokesperson told Insider, "Stunt coordinators play an integral role in many movie productions, and those at the top of their craft are invited by their peers to become Academy members. We continue to encourage them to grow within our membership. So it sounds like it might be a numbers game. If the stunt community gets enough, it could mean getting a branch and then an award. But the Academy spokesperson wouldn't say definitively that there would or would not be a stunt award in the future. Gill's campaign has frequently drawn media attention from his protests, petitions, and his extremely strong message.
Well, I'm not really worried about burning bridges at all because it seems like the people I work with are for it.
In fact, he's earned allies from Hollywood heavyweights like Steven Spielberg, James Cameron, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is Melissa Stubbs, a stunt coordinator on movies like Deadpool and Ant-Man. She prefers working the system from the inside to fix the problem.
It's been a very aggressive approach of, we are stunt people, hear us roar, we're gonna picket the Academy, and I think that there's a different way to negotiate so that our voice is heard. If you demand something, after a while, you're going to be ignored. But if you're willing to sit down and discuss like intelligent filmmakers, creative filmmakers together to find a solution to the problem, my approach would be a little more gentle.
A Best Action Designer category would be about much more than just the trophy. At its heart, it's about long-deserved recognition. Stunt people are Hollywood's invisible stars. You see their work almost every time you go to a theater and never realize it. You might be watching an actor or a stunt double, and you rarely know the difference. For now, the fight continues.
For the stunt community to actually be recognized would be fantastic. I feel that the appreciation is the most important part. I mean, at the point where you can't even get recognized for what you do, I mean, we're the movie's best kept secret.